fold, hitting for the walls, can't let go, gotta let them know. What I've created, I'm so far from basic, but I'm always dodging like I'm Neo in the Matrix. Seeing different places, fucking no faces. Swear I'm close to fame, and I promise I can taste it. Look at what I can do, gave my money to blues. Niggas trying to get a clue, but you can't copy the tunes. I'ma take every risk, like I got nothing to lose. Roll the dice with your life, only get one, so choose. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 11, season 2 of the Carolina Storm rebuild. Today we are in April, so, we're in May. I don't know why I said April. We're in May, which means the draft will probably be at the beginning of next episode. I may have put it at the end of this one. We will see. Anyways, we got 2 games. Y'all know the deal. It's our 2 May games. We're hoping to do well. I mean, honestly, we've been doing reasonably well, I believe, this far into the season. I mean, compared to where we were last year, it was like fourth in the division. And this year, I think we're hanging around second or third with no signs of slowing down, especially with some of the players we have not, like, kind of underperforming. Outside of Cedric Mullins, of course. The players overperforming is Shane Bieber, Marcus Walden, and Eliza Hernandez, maybe, I think that's his last name. They're doing pretty well. So, I think they all have like sub 2, definitely, not sub 2, definitely sub 3 for 2 of them, I think. And I think the other one's hovering right around 3, so they're doing great. Cedric Mullins is hitting like above 300. I don't know exactly where, but doing Cedric Mullins things. But we still have a lot of people hitting-wise that aren't doing well, like Anthony Santander, Mark Frank, Edley Rutschman. They're kind of underperforming based on their last year's marks. Although we knew Mark Frank was going to hit 350 again, but I think he's hitting like 230 right now. So, anyways, we're getting a lot of trade offers because I have Austin Hayes on the trade block. They keep sending the same one. It's like Clint Frazier, Schwarber from them, whatever team he's on currently, I don't remember, and then somebody else. But anyways, first game we got is against the Mets, and we're taking them to our home park, Charleston Harbor Park. And as you can see, the beautiful Ferris wheel is out there in the background. They're showing our MVP candidate on the team, Mr. Cedric Mullins, who long term I think I want to put left field, possibly DH him if we get enough athleticism in the outfield, but I mean, as of now, there's no need to move him. Eliza Hernandez right at 306, as I was saying earlier, 3-3 record. But I mean, he's done everything we need him to do. So let's see if we can get him another dub on his record today. Ooh, man, the Mets are always hard for me to match up against because they always sign a bunch of talent in the first free agent. So their team always ends up pretty stacked. They have Trevor Story, who's leading off, but I know they have another one. I can't remember exactly who it is. We'll see in the rotation. I mean, not in the rotation, whenever they come up to bat. But anyways, first out is a fly-out to our shortstop, Adam Hall. They have Mr. Noah Syndergaard on the mound with that outlier on his sinker. He's just crazy hard to hit in this game. And then, in fact, if he were to play in real life on Diamond Dynasty, man, he'd have a card that everyone would use just because he has that outlier on his sinker. See, Mark Frank's hitting 230. His OPS is pretty high. So I think he gets walked a decent amount, but like he's not doing all that well. Hitting, like actually when putting the ball into play, and as we speak, this is exactly what typically happens. He doesn't strike out a lot, but man, them grounders and flyouts aren't helping him right now. Ooh, Syndergaard drills my man Adam Hall, the backup replacement shortstop, and puts him on base, and then Franmil flies out to end the inning, and this inning was extremely unproductive. We only got one on base through a hit by pitch, so not much to say there. They got J.D. Davis flying out to Mr. Frank in right field, so that's 1 1/3 inning scoreless on both ends. And then Michael Conforto gets walked. It seems like their inning is shaping up just like ours was shaping up, if I'm being honest. And Pete Crow Armstrong, I believe that's a prospect. I don't remember what position he plays, but he grounds out to Ken Grubb, and now we're at the second inning with 0. And then I believe Ken Grubb retaliates by getting the leadoff hit. Or flying, well, I guess what is that? Lining out to, well, sending a line shot to left field. And then we got Ken Grubb advancing on a wild pitch, I believe that was. And then Ryan Mountcastle sends one deep, but this park is too deep, so unless you get it perfect, you don't even got to believe it's going out. Ken Grubb advances on the arms, but they don't even try to throw him out at third, which is good for us because he may have been tagged otherwise. Ooh, and we got the base hit down, and we could have scored Ken Grubb if we wanted to, but, you know, I was a little afraid. With 29 speed, you don't want to test anything, but it comes out to our disadvantage because now we scored nobody when we would have had one. So scoreless into the third inning, and Adam Hall proceeds to get walked, so apparently he just doesn't want to pitch to Mr. Adam Hall for some reason. Like, he was hit by pitch and then walked. And down the middle, we just don't get it. We don't get under it enough to get it up, and we ground out, and we're into the top of the fourth, scoreless. And oh my gosh, that was a hanging slider, and this was sent to the back fence, but not enough to get out of here. So it's a leadoff double, well, 1-out double, I should say. And then J.D. Davis has put the blooper out into center field, and can we? Nah, Cedric Mullins has a noodle arm, which is why I don't want him in center field long term. I want him to be on left because of that right there. But it doesn't matter. They go up 1, and we strike on Mr. Conforto, so Michael Chavis is somebody else they picked up. And are we gonna be able to make the play? No. Mountcastle messes up the grab, the pick, and. But we get the strikeout with Mr. Hernandez to get us out the inning with no more damage outside of that 1 run off of the bad throw of Cedric Mullins. Cedric Mullins stops the ball at the grounder right there, and there's 1 out. I mean 1 on, but I guess there's 2 outs now. But it's a fly out, and this is a harmless inning, and we have nothing to worry about now. Just 5 innings down, and we are still scoreless, and we need to get on the board. Adley Rutschman grounds. This is a grounder to center field, and we got 1 on to lead off the inning. And Mr. Todd Tucker sends one through the gap to get, it's a bunch of grounders because of that sinker. So now we go from first to third with Mr. Adley Rutschman, and we have the corners filled with no outs. So Mark Frank makes a, a potential double play. Oh, we don't advance with Adley, so we just replace Todd Tucker with Mark Frank on the corners. This may be good enough to get the run in, Mr. Rutschman, and we tie it up to 1-1. Mark Frank tries to steal, but he is going to be easily hosed at third, trying to take third, and we are out the 5th inning, but it is tied. Eliza Hernandez gets his strikeout right there. I think it's number 5 for the day for him at that point, and we get the dreaded hit. The really late swing that just hugs that third base line, which is pretty much a triple here if you have any type of speed in these parts. If you grind the lines, like if you hit down the lines, you can't really get there in time. But anyways, they have 2 on, but we are going to get out the, they had 1 on, but we're going to get out the inning because there was 2 outs and they fly out to left field. Blake Walston, a lefty reliever we picked up from the Texas Rangers camp, comes out with a 2.12 ERA, and we're hoping he can keep the game tied. He gets a grounder for the first out of the day. Well, it should have been an easy ground out, but Todd Tucker airmails it to the catcher, well, to the first baseman, and the catcher stops it from him being able to get 2. Blake Walston gets his first strikeout there, so there's 2 outs now, and he strikes out Trevor Story with the fastball at the bottom of the zone to hold the game 1-1. And now Taiwan Walker comes in to replace Mr. Syndergaard, and we're hoping we can get on him. Mountcastle sends one to the back wall on Taiwan Walker's 3rd pitch of the night. It looks like we've been able to take 2, a leadoff double, and we just need to make 2 productive outs, and we don't. As Todd Tucker sends one a little out there. Oh, I thought he was going to get down in the bloop in between the center, right, and second baseman, but no, second baseman snagged it. So that's 7 innings down, and it is still 1-1 game. I don't know how he hit this as far as he did, but he puts a nice shot on it, and we're through, well, they're through 8 with no scores. So Blake Walston puts up 2 shutout innings, which is all we could ask for from our long reliever. Mark Frank gets a little, oh no, is that Adam Hall? Adam Hall gets a little blooper for a single, and Franmil gets, can we go to third? Franmil gets Adam Hall to third on the hit and run, and we are now in scoring position if we can get a productive. I thought it was gonna slide by Story, but that's why he's had a couple Gold Gloves in his career. You can't really get nothing by Trevor Story. Steve Rogers comes out to get another hold at the bottom of the 9th, or the top of the 9th, I believe, actually, because we want to win this game, especially from the home fans. And you know, we're having a great season so far, so it's not like we want to show them. Well, I mean, we want to reward them with a good game when they come home to our home games and stuff, you know. But they get a blooper, and it's right in the middle of no man's land, and it looks like they're going to score a run because I don't think anybody has a good enough arm or accurate enough arm to stop him. So that's 1 run in. But we get the strikeout there, and we hold it to the damage to 1 run, but the damage is already done. So now we have to get a run off of Seth Lugo, Mr. 5-pitch mix. But he has a 1.69 ERA. He's had a great season so far. So we got to see what we can do. Adley Westman grooves one down in between the shortstop and second baseman, and we have 1 on. But then Todd Tucker grounds out for a double play to end the game, and we lose 2-1 against the New York Mets. But anyways, well, we're 14-19. I guess we weren't doing better than I thought we were. Sam Coonrod is one that had quite a few trades for. It's like I don't really want to trade for these relievers that are only have like 1 more year of control, team control, and then I'm about to pay them free agency. I'm like, we're not even really ready to compete like that yet. We have a bunch of 70s. We have like 2 80s. I feel like maybe I'm captain, but like not many 80s and like 190s or 290s. So it's like we're not ready yet for that. Well, to start buying. But this is why I see why we keep seeing Schwarber so much. He's on the trade block, and I was trying to look to see if there's any pieces we could add. And honestly, there are. Like Brendan Rodgers isn't bad, but I didn't really want. And we have enough middle infielders between Todd Tucker and Ivan Johnson. Ivan Johnson is in AAA just because his hitting stats are worse. And then we have Noel V. We have Adam Hall, who's been playing really well. I think he's hitting 300, so he's a good replacement as of now. We have Nicky Lopez, and then Jimenez guy that's playing third base. Will be playing third base for us now. Kyle Craig is another guy with like 1 year team control left, so it's like there's no need for us to be getting ready to spend a bunch of money on a relief pitcher that's like solid but not great. Shane Bieber is here, and we are going. It looks like he will be starting up against the Kansas City Royals, and we are home again, which doesn't really matter because both of our parks are pretty deep parks that don't allow a lot of home runs. So we're gonna hope we can take advantage of the Kansas City Royals and get a bounce back from that last loss. Well, the last loss y'all saw. I think we won the last game we had played. But Shane Bieber on the mound, he's had a 2.72 ERA and 9 starts so far, a 5-2 record, and 70 strikeouts to 15 walks. Like, he's had a great year so far, and we're just hoping he can keep it that way. So far, it's looking like we fleeced Cleveland for two trades back to back. I mean, between him and Franmil, they've both been solid pieces in our team so far. Franmil made his whole check last year off of 1 walk-off hit, if we're being honest. Anyways, they're trying to steal with Mr. Richard, who got on through the blooper, and we cannot hose him. So he gets in with the stolen base. Shane Bieber, the no-hitter was gone from in the first inning, but you know, Bieber doesn't care if men are on base. No one's going to score and be in the first inning scoreless. They're starting Seth Romero, who's had a 6 ERA with a 1-5 record across 8 starts and only 34. So he has half as many strikeouts as Shane Bieber, but the same amount of walks. He's not that great of a pitcher, so we need to try to jump on him early. And well, maybe not early, but keep him in as long as we can. So maybe a consistent run every inning would be the best one, so they could keep him in still 6 innings. Oh man, if we would have swung just a little later, that would have stayed fair, and maybe would have had enough power to get out of there. But anyways, Bieber gets the strikeout on Mr. Hunter Dozier. Right there, I believe that was his first of the day, and the strikeout number 2 on Adalberto, which was slightly above the zone. I think it was a good call bad call by the but we'll take the strikeout. And Mountcastle jumps on the lefty for a single. Honestly, he should have had more power in it, but we can't complain. We got the base hit, and then Austin Hayes jumps on one. Perfect. That hit does not leave the fence, but hit the warning track, so we're able to get Ryan Mountcastle running home. And we may have been able to go for third with Austin Hayes, but no need to risk the out. And Anthony Santander jumps on one as well. You can tell that Mr. Septimero is not that good of a pitcher, because that's a bunch of good hits that we put on him in this second inning. See if we can get one last one to drive in another run, and we can. Mr. Pedro Severino jumps on a fastball on the outside the plate to bring in Austin Hayes. So it is now 2-0 at the bottom of the second. There's a hanging slider, and we still miss it, but because if we would have hit that, Todd Tucker would have had him a home run, even with that 50 power. Shane Bieber strikes out Jed Yorko with a perfectly painted fastball to that outside corner. And then he gets whoever this Gallagher guy is swinging at a slider way outside the zone. And then another fastball high to take out Talkman. And it is he retired the side, or struck out the side in order. And it's a great inning from him. Adam Hall jumps on one, and because he is not able to make the diving catch, we get on base. I don't even think he had to dive for that, if I'm being honest, but whatever. Another ball that we swing late on, and so Mountcastle flies out to right field. And it is still a 0-2 game. Well, 2-0 because we're home. Strikeout Jonathan Shoup. Honestly, the Kansas City Royals team is not bad. It's just there's no stars in my opinion. It's a bunch of good players. Trevor Larnach is out of there, and I can't even keep track of how many strikeouts Shane Bieber's had today. He is striking out everybody, it feels like. But we're through 4 right there. Andrew Vaughn gets on one, and if that was perfect, that was leaving. But instead, it's a warning track, so we get a leadoff double for Andrew Vaughn. We're not going to risk third because that man has 45 speed, and I'm not going to do that to myself. Santander, oh man, that changeup was obvious, but it's not enough power in it to get it out of here. But it's enough to get Andrew Vaughn to advance without getting thrown out. Man, I was actually nervous. We was hoping to get it through the gap, but it's a grounder straight to Mondesi, and they're out the inning without any scores. Strikeout high. This ump is giving us strikes. So we strike out Dozier with a high fastball, and Mondesi swings on a high fastball. And we are through that inning. Anyways, we're hitting again, and we get walked, a leadoff walk for the inning. And now with 2 outs, we're hoping we can get that to lead, but it is not far enough. It's just warning track. The only bad thing about this park is Cedric Mullins be getting punished on his dingers, and that's like perfect. Ooh, look at the range by Adam Hall, but it's not enough to get the out there. So they got one on, but it was a great attempt by Adam Hall because I thought he was going to get through. Talkman strikes out again on the changeup, 87 miles per hour changeup. 10 strikeouts in 6 innings in here. Can we get another base stealer? No, we can't get it. I really need to work on that arm because he is not able to throw anybody so far. Shoup strikes out on the inside curveball, and they bring in Kevin Ginkel with a 5.4 ERA. They must be just selling this game completely. They're bringing in a bunch of bad relievers. So either all their pitching's bad or they're not even trying to win, honestly. And he just proceeds to give a walk to Mr. Andrew Vaughn. So we have one on, and Andrew Vaughn doesn't even hit righties well at all. Oh, and then Anthony Santander sends a dribbler to the pitcher, and that's a force at first base. Kyle Lewis strikes out for Mr. Shane Bieber, and that makes 12 for Bieber on the day, and 13 by Trevor Larnach as he swings at the high cheddar. Nobody is touching Bieber's fastball today. Ooh, and that's number 14 on Dozier. I think that's a hat trick on Dozier as well, because I think that's his third. They bring out Josh Stallmont, who's normally okay, but he has a 5.74. Their pitchers have been getting lit up, it seems, and we're not even being able to light them up right right now because they keep getting the scoreless innings for us, but it's okay. We're up 2-0. Can't complain there. Looking for another strikeout on Mondesi, and he grounds it through, through in between second base and the second baseman. And Mondesi's trying to do a hit and run, and it works to perfection. They may be able to get a run on it, but we get the ball in quickly, so we don't have to worry about that. The runners on the corners. We bring in Dan Altavia, who has a 6.55 ERA. We bring in our version of a bad reliever, who has the worst ERA that we've seen today. He gets a strikeout on a high fastball on their leadoff, Rich Allert. I think that's how you say it. Then we get a liner straight to the third baseman, and we are out the inning scoreless. Scott Barlow comes out. He's been their best reliever, apparently, or at least that they brought out the game, and he was a 4.15 ERA. Slightly worse than average, but respectable. And we got to see if we can put a run on him as he walks the leadoff batter, and then Cedric Mullins. Guess he was irritated by not having that first home run, so he goes and gets a perfect and leaves no doubt. 402 feet, 104 miles an hour off the bat, and brings in 2 runs. So it is now 4-0. We don't even need to wake up our closer today. Mr. Graveman can take his seat, unless he would like to come out, of course. But yeah, the 2 runs from Mr. Cedric Mullins. The Mighty Mouse comes out with the bat of power, and we are up 4-0. And then Ryan Mountcastle jumps on one. And it is just fair, but not enough power to get out of here. But can he go 3 bases? It seems he can. That's 3 bases from Mr. Mountcastle. I know he was wishing he got another home run, but we take triples as well with no outs. They bring out Kyle Zimmer, who is really their best reliever. 3.42 ERA, 2-3 record in 26 innings. So, I mean, but if a lefty comes up to hit against them, it's going to work, which is what we have coming up. Santander grooves one, but not far enough. And so they're out the inning. But with the damage is done, we scored 2 more runs. Strikeout with Mr. Altavia there, and we have 1 more out to close out the game. The highest cheddar, he swings, and it's a fly out, easy fly out to center field, and the Storm win the game. So we went 1-1 in today's games. Any game Bieber comes up, you know giving ourselves the best chance to win. You can't ask any more from him than that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, hit that like for me, and that subscribe button would be a blessing. And I'll bring out the next video shortly. Y'all take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.